How you doing? Hey, it's Baltic here. Hey, this is another one of my videos on swim equipment, open water swim equipment. And today what I'm going to talk about is wetsuits. It's cold out here. Well, it's probably about 40 degrees, but we're well in December, so it's time to do some swimming with wetsuits. Now, I don't do a whole lot of swimming with wetsuits, but since I have wetsuits, I might as well talk about it because it's a good way to get introduced into open water swimming and then do it the real way without wetsuits. So when it comes to swimming with wetsuits, hey, there's two different types out there. You got, first of all, my favorite, and this is what I'm going to suggest, and as I go through and talk about it, I think the sleeveless wetsuits are the way to go, man. Hands down, far more, I like them a lot better than your full body wetsuits. But I'm going to talk about both. We're going to do both. Then, of course, we got the full body wetsuit right here, okay? So here we go. Let's talk about wetsuits. Okay, real quick before I get going here, hey, let's talk about the pros and cons of wetsuits. So obviously the advantages of wetsuits are, first of all, they keep you warm, all right? So they're gonna keep you warm so you can go out and swim in cold water and stay warm. The other advantage that they have is that they offer some flotation, some buoyancy. So by doing that, what they do is they make you that much more effective in the water. You can swim faster because they increase the buoyancy for you. So it's like a flotation device. Real quick, the problems. First of all, they're expensive. On top of that, once you invest into a wetsuit, then you need to take care of it. So you need to do some maintenance. The best thing to do is always wash it when you get done with it. I've had this wetsuit right here, this full body one. This is probably 20 years old. It's probably worn out now. I mean, but I've taken good care of it. What I've done is I've always, every time I get done using it, I use baby shampoo. Just wash it out with baby shampoo, rinse it out. But so that's a problem. Maintenance. The other thing is chafing, man. They'll start, I mean, your neck, arms, and things like that will chafe. Also a problem with them is there is the concept of restrictability. You got a wetsuit on and it's tight, and so it also makes it harder to breathe. So sometimes that can be kind of scary for people. All right, so my preference when it comes to wetsuits is the sleeveless. One big reason why it's so much easier to get on. Check this out. I mean, sleeveless is really easy. All I got to do and you always want to pull. You want to pull this. You want to pull your wetsuits tight up into your core, but it's really easy to get on. The full bodies are really a pain in the butt to get on. This, here we go. I'm good. I am set. I'm ready to go in already. It just took me less than a minute to put this wetsuit on. We'll show you the difference on how hard it is to put on a full body wetsuit. It's a pain in the butt. Straight up. All right, so the first problem with full body wetsuits is that they're really hard to get on. I got my legs on, and it's really important. You want to make sure that you don't use your fingertips because you don't want to tear your wetsuit. Try to use more of your full hand if you can. It's hard because it's really tight. You want to pull your wetsuit all up in your core, and then now I'm going to have to get my arms on. This is really hard. One way to do that is you can kind of lubricate a little bit. You can use baby powder is great to get all over your arms. I'm gonna that's one thing. You don't want to use Vaseline. Vaseline's not good. Don't use Vaseline. They recommend not to use that. And then a shopping bag is great. Go through like this. That helps slide it through, man. But see, look at this. It's hard. It's hard not to use your fingertips. You don't want to use your fingertips because you can rip the rubber. This is this wetsuit's about 20 years old. I've taken good care of it, but it's hard and you got to pull it all up. All right, I'm going to finish up with the other arm here. So I'm not a guru. I don't know everything about wetsuits, and I don't know if I've mentioned it or not. I don't use them anymore. I pretty much go straight, straight hardcore. Naked in the river, in the cold water. But I'm using this opportunity to share with you, wetsuits. But the thing what you got to do is, but I'm not a guru, I don't know everything out of it, but what I do know is that what you want to do is pull your wetsuit up to your core as high as you can. The same thing with your arms, it's pretty hard to do at some point. And then the other thing to be aware of, you get chafing, man. One thing you can do is you can use like this body glide stuff, put it around your neck and in your arms. Another thing, what I've done in the past, I'll use KT tape. KT tape works really pretty good on an area like in my neck where it gets rubbed out a lot. I put some KT tape on there and that helps prevent it. Only problem is if you're using KT tape, if you're swimming for a long time, like more than maybe, if you're going to be in the water for like a couple hours, if you're doing a long swim, you'll start getting chafed on the KT. Your body will chafe itself on the KT tape, and that's not good. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a different product out. It's called neck protector. I think it's like from France or something. I bought it. It only costs like 20 bucks. Comes into a little thing like this. It's kind of like it's a little rubber neck protector. We're going to see how this thing works. I'm going to put this, just goes around your neck like this. It's really light and comfortable. And we're going to give this thing a shot. So here we go. Okay, so once you got your wetsuit on, the last thing you got to do, you just take your little string and you pull it up. Sometimes you got to take your arm from behind and support it, pull it up, and then you Velcro it tight and you're ready to go. So here we go, man. I'm gonna get in the water. I haven't swam with a wetsuit for a long time. Okay, so here we go. So what's nice about wetsuits is it is quite a bit more easier to get in the water. I'm starting to get a little cold right now. It's probably best that I do splash myself so that I don't get a huge shock, but I'm not really gonna do it. The water is 48 degrees and you know what? This is the coldest I've ever swam with a wetsuit on. I've been in cold water. I swam in 40-degree water without a wetsuit, but so this will be kind of curious. I'm gonna see what it's like. I'm gonna go to Duck Island, come back, and we'll see how cold I get with the wetsuit on. All right, so here we go. I guess I should probably at least get my head wet. Oh. Whoa, here we go, man. Woo! Woo. Ooh, a cold trick of water. What's so nice about the wetsuit is that you feel so light and buoyant when you're swimming. Here I am at Duck Island. Yeah, 48 degrees water. My head really hurt at the start, but then I got used to it. Fingers are kind of hurting too. It's a little different with this wetsuit. I think my head and my hands feel more cold wearing a wetsuit. But anyways, I'm gonna head back. Head back now. Okay, here we go today. Here I am. I'm gonna go swimming with my sleeveless wetsuit today. So yeah, the big advantages that sleeveless have over, in my opinion, sleeveless have over full body is, first of all, they're a lot easier to get on. Second of all, I mean, they're less expensive. They're not as constrictive, all right? With that full body, man, your arms even feel constricted. And over a period of time when you're swimming, you can feel that restriction in it, and it's, you know, when you start to get tired, it does kind of wear you out. Another thing that I don't like about the full body is you get hot in it. When you're really cold like this, you're not going to get hot, but in general, you know, and if you're doing triathlons and things like that, when the water isn't really that cold, yeah, you'll notice that you do get really hot. And whereas with the full body, I mean with the sleeveless, you don't get that hot. And so yeah, I think the sleeveless is our way to go, man. They just are a lot easier to mess with. You don't a lot less restrictive, and also I think you can feel the water, you can feel the your environment that much more. When you're wearing a full body, you kind of you're totally isolated from the elements. Whereas with when you have your sleeveless, at least you kind of feel the elements a little bit, and your body knows a little bit what's going on out on the exterior. Yeah, so the water's 46 degrees. This is just getting hard. I haven't been in the water for 2 weeks. I got in yesterday with the full body wetsuit and kind of just experimented. Haven't done that for a while. And here I am with my sleeveless, and yeah, it's hard, man. It hurts. My feet are killing me already. It's cold. So here we go, man. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Oh, this will be tough. We'll go out to Duck Island back. It's gonna be tough, man. Woo! Ah. Wow, it's cold. But I do like the sleeveless a lot better than the full body. But woo, it's cold. Oh, yeah. It's cold. Fingers are hurting, toes are hurting. My head again hurt really bad for a while, but feels all good now. But here I'm at Duck Island, and I'm gonna head back now. Yeah, my fingers are really hurting, man. Fingers and feet really hurt. But yeah, water's 46 degrees. It's pretty cold.